In three, two, one. Hey, what's on, guys? My name is Alan, and welcome back. Today we have here City Skylines. As you can see, in the last episode, we actually have done this really cool intersection. As you can see, it looks really amazing. I mean, it's not the best design ever, but it's going to be traffic proof, which is really good for our city in the moment. So today we are actually going to connect this part, this bad boy, right over here. I know it's going to be really tricky, but hopefully this will actually work out. So let's start doing this. Okay, firstly, before we actually connect right over there, we need to get rid of all these streets over here. So let's do this real quick. You delete this right over here. Okay, this one. So over here, what I was planning is to let me just go to curved. Okay, to come right over here, and from here we can actually go back to the you're probably going to need to delete a lot of these buildings, so let's do this real quick. This one's too. Sorry, but yeah, we actually need to do this. And connect this back right over there. And also the same thing on this side. So let's do this real quick too. Okay, right over here. Space already occupied. What you want about? Let me delete these guys. Oh, that was a problem. I don't know what was that. I should have done that. Should have checked what was that. Okay, we actually made it. So let's connect this back right over there. Just like that. And then probably over here we need to get rid of that. So we won't have any traffic issue going on over here. Over here we can actually make a way back for those who want to can you actually make this? No, we can't. Let's come a little bit back here. It supposedly should be easier. Okay, like that. You're probably going to delete a few buildings to do this. Yeah, just like that. So they can actually go back. Over here, yeah, I don't think it's actually going to be an extreme issue. If this start becoming a problem, we can actually change this in the future. So let's connect this guy from over here to over here. And this right over there, just like that. And this one, it's a go. You're actually going to delete that guy. You too, man. Sorry. And from here, yeah, let's put this right over there. Let's see what it actually happens. Let's delete these parts. Yeah. Let's see over here. Let's fill this up once again because they were deleted. Let me take this part out just like that, and let's see how this actually goes. Hopefully this won't be a pain in the ass. I mean, start being sorry, I forgot to put you down. Start being a problem with traffic issue, you know? Because there will be a lot of people coming in towards that place. So let's see how this actually goes. We are probably going to need to change this too, this intersection, because it's not well made. Okay, so this is actually connected all the way down over here. There is already some people who are actually going over there, because those who are actually coming from this area and this area over here, they can go all the way down over here instead of going all around over here or going through the downtown right over here. So let's see how this actually goes. Let me just delete this real quick. Why are you guys piling up? I don't get it. Yeah, they pile up because there's some assholes, as you can see over here. Just they come through this to the middle lane, to the left lane, and they make traffic uh, not flow as good as we probably would want it to flow. Anyway, let's get back right over here and let's build a nice little. I mean, first before we actually build this, I think I'm actually going to connect though that highway to over here. I think it's actually a good idea to actually do this. So let's do it. Let's come from over here. I'm thinking that I will always stay like high, because then if we actually want to do anything, I mean go any road under it. No. I mean I actually living on the ground level. Yeah. I was thinking on an idea, but I don't really think it's actually going to be a good one. So so yeah, let's change this back. Let's go all the way down over here. So from here we can actually connect this back right over there. Okay, and from here we can actually go, wait, right over here. And from here we actually need to start doing the curve route. Okay, it's actually managed to be a not that bad intersection. So from here I think it's actually going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to leave this like this, but I know this may be a problem, this traffic issue in the future. So let's stay uh, alert for this intersection over here, and the one right over here is actually start piling up the traffic around this area. As you can see, there is some people actually going and using this highway, which is pretty damn cool, I might add. So from here we can actually start doing the new neighborhood, which I think is going to be awesome. So let's try to do this. How can we actually manage to do this? Wait. Alright, it's actually going to be a little bit trickier than I was expecting. Okay. Just like that. Alright. So from here we can actually put yeah, I think I'm actually going to use this one instead of that one. I think it's actually this one, it's better for traffic purpose. So let's put this right over here, go all the way down to this side, then go up right over here, and then we can come back just like that. Let me think this through. I'm actually thinking to go underneath this part over here and then go back up right over there. We actually got really dark really quick. And from here we can actually make a way back to the highway right over there. It's not going to add any traffic lights, which is perfect. It's just exactly what I wanted. I don't want any sort of traffic lights on this area over here. So we can actually go all the way down. Let me see. Over here, I think it's actually not a bad place. And then come back and connect this guy right over there. It's going to add a traffic light, but I don't really think it's going to be an issue. Really. So I don't really think that we need to worry about that just yet. So over here, let's connect this guy right over there. From here, we can actually go and connect this right over there. There is any other thing that we actually need to connect over here? I don't think so. So yeah, let's take this guy over here. Let's go up, do a nice little curve right over here and connect this back on the highway. This side, I think I'm going to actually do a way for them to return. Wait, I don't want that to be like that. Let's see if we can actually manage to do this pretty nicely. Okay. Okay, just like that. Actually, I don't know why this actually adds a traffic lights over here. For me, it actually doesn't make any sense. So let's try to remove that traffic light. Like, yeah, it did anyway. I think then this is actually the best idea. It's going to actually meet right over here, but I actually think this is the best way to do this, not to have any problems with traffic. Okay, and the last one, we actually connect this back right over there, just like that. So let's put a few pipes down on this area. The last one is actually really far away from here. So we go all the way down towards over here. Let's go all the way down over there. All the way down over here. Also over here. And here. And from here we can actually do this to give them some water on this side too. Connect this back right over there. Okay, it's actually not that bad. Let's put a hospital down right here in the corner. So from here we can actually start giving them some power. Let me pause this real quick. Let's see how can we actually do this. I think I'm actually going to go and use the middle of this highway so we don't actually be a problem for us to build our city, our neighborhood, I mean, over there. So let's connect this back, give it a place so we can actually have some power. Okay, it's powered up. Let's put a police station down right here, a fire station down right over here. Okay, I don't know what happened over there. Right over there. We could potentially put a school down. No, you actually need to put school down in a better place. Maybe over here. And the high school right over here. So let's start putting a few stuff down. Over here, let's start putting some commercial. I think it's actually a good area to put that. Over here too. Let me use the select button. Over here. Also over here. Let's put a few office down. Let me think. Yeah, right here. Why not? Let's go all the way down over there. Right here we can actually put a commercial. Also on this side. And after that we can go with residential zones. Okay. Right now we actually just need to wake them to start moving. So we could potentially put so too steep. Wow. Okay. This is impressive. I wasn't expecting at all to have this sort of problem. Yeah, not at all. Because this never happens. Okay, another one right over here. So we can actually make this looks really, really nice. Let's see what else can we actually put over here. Yeah, we could potentially put a roller coaster down on this area. I think it's actually not a bad place. Also to put a roller coaster, a park down. I mean, let's also put a bus station down, so we can actually slope too steep. Yeah, let's put this right over there, and this right over here. Okay, just like that. So we can actually start putting a bus lines on this neighborhood. What else can we actually do over here? I think this neighborhood has a great potential, so we need to watch out to make this really, really nice. Let's put a slow too steep cemetery down. Let's see where can we actually put this. So too steep. Figure slow too steep. Yeah, right here on top it would be look awesome. But we can actually place that right over there. So let's put this right over here. What else this neighborhood actually needs? I think for now it's about it. Really? Yeah. Let's put a few more commercial around this area. Let's select this real quick. Let's go all the way down over here. Yeah, let's fill this place here. Yeah, why not? So a few more commercial can actually start moving in towards this area. Let's put an office on this side and the residential zones right on top of here. Okay, our income is actually not doing that great. As you can see, it's minus 9,000, which is super bad, to be real with you guys. But they are starting to move in on this area, and this should make, uh, prevent that, um, to make that money go back up, hopefully. And what about this name? Applegate. This is like they're making a joke because they all go like, oh, the antenna gate, the band gate, you know, and then the Applegate. Okay, I don't really know if that's true or not, but so let's put the bus lines down over here. Let's make this neighborhood really, really nice. Let's add a bus stop right over there on top. Another one down right over there. And let's go back over here and actually complete the line. And we could potentially do another line down that goes to this side, right over here, in the corner, up there, and connect this back. Let's do another line which goes to another bus station. Let's go right over here. Maybe to another one. Yeah, not really. I think that one's actually good enough because from this one it actually goes to other places, so we actually don't need to worry about that just yet. Yeah, I actually don't understand why there's so little people who actually use the public transport. It's actually 2,000 for compared to 81,000 people. That's actually nothing. For me, it's actually about no one. Let's see, they're saying there is not enough workers. Yeah, they want well educated and educated. And these people, let me think, let me see over here. There's some people over here well educated, some people don't. And educated, there's only a few people. There's actually not a lot of them over here. So yeah, guys, I think for today is going to be it. As you can see, this turned out really great. The Applegate Park. And of course that we can actually start expanding this over here, make a nice little uh, road over here on this mountain to have a really cool view from top over here. Look at this. They can see almost the entire city from up here. So yeah, for those who are watching this on Mixer, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the follow button so you can receive notifications when I'm going to stream next. And for those who are watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and to leave any suggestions that you have for our city down in the comments. So, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel. So I see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.